Hello, I would like to introduce an exercise that I created in the last year or two. It's really helped me with a multitude of things, including shifting, finger pressure, sympathetic resonance, and learning the true value of a half step shift, and overall just to be very comfortable when you're playing. So, what I do is first, let's say I'm sitting, just have my arm hanging like here on the shoulder of the violin, bring up the instrument. Now if you notice, my hand is still relaxed on top of the shoulder. I'm going to, in form, bring my hand all the way back to half position. So the furthest my arm can go back, so where almost my first finger knuckle, bass knuckle, is against maybe the E string peg. Why do I do this? For a multitude of reasons. One is including I have long arms and the violin is already sort of small as it is. This allows me to open my arm up a little bit more than you would normally do, just for comfort reasons. But also, this is going to be the path of least resistance, uh, essentially a half step shift, which we're going to go over. So, right now my hand is in half position, and right now I'm going to swing my elbow, which is passively going to bring my fingers to other strings. So the elbow instigates the motion, the hand frame is passive. Now, certain methods, you might reach out and grab like an apple. I think that's good. But what I noticed for having a nice relaxed hand frame is actually come in a little bit and have a slightly closed fist and then just let it open. So these exercises will also allow you to explore the tendencies of your hand. Where do your fingers naturally drop? And this observation will help you grow. So, all right. During the shift, which we're about to do, I want you to feel the space in the back left of your shoulder. This is very important as sometimes shifting, we think, oh, it's the hand or it's the finger, but it's actually feeling that space and feeling the arm as a unit, sort of like a crane. The first digit of the first finger could be like the hook of the crane, and the shoulder, forearm, upper arm could be like other parts of the crane. So I'm going to, right now my hand is in half position on the E string. I'm going to play my open E. And then my elbow is going to swing in, and that's going to bring my first finger from where it would be in half position F natural E string to E flat D string half position, low one, so to speak. So, right? Now, what I do is I combine that movement of the elbow swing to go to the D string, combine that with the actual shift to the note E on the D string, or first position, or first tape for some people. So. I play the E, so you have something to listen to when you go to play the E on the D string. The D string is the only string that you can find sympathetic resonance with your first finger, your third finger G, and your fourth finger A. So that's a really great string, as well as it's sort of in the middle, so you can find sort of a neutral database of form on that string. So now let's see. Now, why do I start down bow? And then I go up bow on the shift. I find this for two reasons. One is when I'm going, first of all, when I start down bow, that I'm doing that so I can end up going up bow for the shift. When I go up bow for the shift, my arm is closing. when I shift with my left arm, my arm is closing. So in a sense, both arms are closing to each other. Now, if you were to find the ultimate strength, you'd probably find it like this, right? Not out here, your arms are probably not as strong. Um, so, and also, I do that so that you separate something which is called bilateral transfer. Now, bilateral transfer basically means one arm can affect the other arm. So, we notice a lot of times somebody might shift, and their shift might be tense, and their right arm might rise as a result, and vice versa. So essentially, we want to sort of engage the back muscles with these contrary motions, but at the same time, not let them influence each other for negative reasons. So. Now, during that shift, it's important to let the first finger glide. I'm not pressing it too much, and that is a common thing among a lot of people, and including myself. And I can even lock it, in certain orchestra rehearsals and other things where you try to squeeze or try to play too loud. And essentially, this last digit of the first finger should be passive, sort of like an antenna, or I was recently thinking the needle on a record player, where it just, you're placing it there, and it's not too stuck into the vinyl, or and you're able to pick it up and move it. So, and another great reason for that is, just like we're doing in the shift, the half step shift, if you can master a half step shift, you can master any shift on the violin, because everything is basically comprised of a half step. So if you want to shift a whole step, or a whole step and a half, one more, everything is basically comprised of multiple half step shifts. But anyway, that will be another video. So in essence, doing this will help you find the correct first position, and from there you can actually progress a lot faster by doing half step shifts, keeping your same hand frame, and exploring the violin through modulation, which I find to be a lot more beneficial than a 3-octave or 4-octave scale, which is comprised of 4 to 6 shifts and all kinds of different things. So check this out. All right. Hope you enjoyed this, and I hope it helps you. Take care.